Hi, this video is a short recap of the proposal that the Gardella Group is putting forth in a response to the RFP by the League of Women Voters of Pennsylvania. I'm Dr. Jennifer Gardella, and it is a great honor for me to submit this proposal. I have 10 years of digital marketing experience, make sure I always stay on top of trends and algorithm changes, and we only use best practices for SEO and social media. I love to work with my clients, and for the last 10 years have worked with a variety of clients, including nonprofit organizations. I'm the only one that you really have a lot of contact with. You will meet my ops director. We do have a team of writers, but I'm always the one that is setting your direction, setting the direction for the writing, and working closely with you and the board to push out the digital marketing strategy to reach your stakeholders. So I work very closely with your staff and board to ensure that we meet your goals, and also that the content that we create brings together stakeholders, even if they're stakeholders with competing priorities in your organization. It's actually a specialty of mine. So I not only look for common ground, and I always find it, but also opportunities for growth. And in the world of digital marketing, I know that it's very attractive to do things inexpensively and quickly with AI. While our team may use AI for some idea generation, and we're very transparent about the use of AI, we absolutely do not use AI for the creation of any of your actual blog posts, social media posts, or newsletters. As you may know, in March of last year, Google came through and swept the internet of all AI written content. So it no longer counts it in search results. It's very dangerous to have, and honestly, it just never sounds particularly great when it's in your digital marketing. So I also want to say that when we work together, we write all content, you approve, and you own all content, and we do not post anything until you approve it. So we don't do any auto posting. So the goals of our work are to build and execute a strategic plan based on increasing the league's visibility across Pennsylvania. And again, we want to develop relationships with stakeholder groups. We want to increase engagement on social media, provide support to local leagues, and protect your brand. And I want you to know that one of my specialties is protecting your brand as if it was my own. I never suggest or even allow, if I can dare use that word, for you to do anything that's going to jeopardize your plan in terms of writing, images, wording, blog posts, social media posts. We always make sure that we stay on brand. So our scope of work is outlined in my proposal. I'll explain it here. The first step is a lot of research on my part. Now, my PhD is in educational psychology and statistics, so this is one of the areas of the work that I not only do completely by myself for your group and in consultation, obviously, with your team, but also no one else from my team gets involved. So I take all your goals, your stakeholders, all the messaging, your mission, your vision, your values. I look at comparable organizations, so I may look at other leagues across the United States, including what National has. I will also take a look at what you've done in the past, what you like. We'll have a couple of meetings so that you can communicate all of the information to me of what you want to look like, sound like on the internet. I then write a 12-month editorial calendar, and this will include all of the social media posts, blog posts, newsletters that we will be writing about. So this can include special events, certainly, as I know you have some calendared, as well as dates that are important to the organization. We may also take a look at what's important each season. There's going to be a lot of information in the editorial calendar for us to use. And while we set the editorial calendar, it always remains flexible. So while we want to obviously have our plan for each quarter, we'll review it each quarter to make sure that we don't have any big changes coming up and we've considered everything we possibly could. And also, if something does come up at the last minute, we can adjust plans. I'll do a full website audit and make recommendations on some changes that can be made. And I'll also go in and rewrite, optimize any social media posts that we have, profiles that you have. Now, there may not be extensive rewrites to be done, or some things may need to be optimized, better written based on the work that we're going to do. Okay, and then on a monthly basis, I'm going to maintain the editorial calendar, make adjustments again in coordination with your team. We'll be writing 3 blog posts per month. Those are written by our team based on the editorial calendar, approved by you, and then we do the heavy loading of adding them to the website. We'll also be creating social media posts. So there's going to be 4 Instagram posts created per month. They will be, that includes the images in Canva, as you mentioned in your RFP. We will also do 2 paragraphs of writing, make sure the hashtags are appropriate. I'll also be rewriting those paragraphs, the writing of those, and posting them to LinkedIn and Facebook as well. We're also going to create 1 graphic a month, a post that your local leagues can use and customize on their social media platforms. And then we'll do 5 additional posts per week. So those can be on outside initiatives, those can be blog posts, those can be content, those can be announcements about events. Then we'll also be doing 2 newsletters per month. We'll be doing the writing and we'll send them from your existing platform. And then I'll also go in and spend a couple hours every week sharing content from your partner organizations. So what we want to do is we want to find acceptable sources and outside organizations that align with your mission. This can be the national organization, this can be other state level leagues, this can be the local leagues. So we want to make sure that everybody feels supported. Then there'll also be monthly meetings with your team as needed. So if life gets really busy and we don't have time, if your team doesn't have time, not a big deal. We certainly will know what the plan is moving forward. I'm offering in this proposal 1 hour per month of website maintenance and support for local chapters. You had it on your RFP that this was a priority. I understand that. This can get extensive. So I think if we constrain it to 1 month, 1 hour a month, we can get the local leagues in the habit of knowing that they need to bring their questions and concerns to office hours with me where we can get things done. I'll also be doing board trainings with you each quarter, and if needed, we'll be doing monthly and quarterly reporting with a really big focus on year-to-year comparisons. It is really hard in digital marketing to compare 1 month to the next. So you can never really compare December to January. While we look for trends, what I really do is like to do that monthly, quarterly, and then annual reporting so that we keep up. And then continual updates and communication. So if there are new features added to sites or the Google algorithms have algorithm changes, I make sure that everything is coordinated and updated, again, following best practices with what's going on with the organization itself. So you may have events and news. We make it all come together. Now, the financial commitment for this contract is $3,000 per month. This is a 1-year contract, which means that you should be prepared to fulfill the contract for a year. And Amy was very generous in sharing those numbers with me. And I know that you are looking for a long-term relationship, as am I. I can promise you that I will not hold you to a contract if we are not getting along. Rarely does that happen, but I wouldn't want a strained relationship for any reason whatsoever, strained on either side of us. So we should prepare to work together for a year, but I would almost say that the first 3 months are going to tell us if it's going to go well. Okay, so in the contract, I share with you a case study that I just wanted to highlight here. So BCHIP is a nonprofit organization located in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and it has the mission of bringing together all of the stakeholders in healthcare. So you can imagine that there's a lot of stakeholders in healthcare. It's not only the 6 hospitals in Bucks County, but also all of the political figures. It is every department, every nonprofit, everyone that is working towards the care in some way of healthcare. And what they really came to me to do was increase their presence and coordinate their effort. So the team did not have the time to do this on their own, and they were relying on a professional. And I was honored to be selected. So the scope of work included everything. So I did all of the things that I outlined in the proposal here with you, in that it was a big effort to kind of hone in on exactly the type of information that they wanted to be sharing and the number of stakeholders that we needed to communicate with. So we will also then expand and maintain that editorial calendar as needed. We do their monthly blogging for SEO and to communicate with their stakeholders. We do social media posting. We actually do Facebook Lives with the group and put them up on a YouTube channel. We engage with the partner accounts, just like I suggested here, and we are even posting, as I have suggested to you, for Google Business Profile posts. After a full year of working together, the results of the BChip work were significant. So we have increased visits to the website by 41%. 31% engagement with time on page, which we were really excited that we had figured out the plan to get people not only more eyes on the website, but also to get them to stick around a little longer and engage with the content. And the social media numbers were significant as well. We had a 100% increase in Facebook engagement. That's likes, shares, and comments. We had a 200% increase in X, Twitter engagement. Now, they have a lot of stakeholders on Twitter, so it was really important that we continue that work on Twitter X. And then we had a 300% increase in Instagram engagement, who was sharing information into the stories of the accounts, as well as commenting, liking, and doing all the things that you do on Instagram. So thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing of the committee's decision and know that you will find the best marketing team to work with you.